Got a 2009 Harley Davidson Road Glide, and in this video I'm going to show you how to check the oil pressure using an oil pressure gauge. First thing you need to do that is to locate the oil pressure switch and sending unit. On this bike, it's on the front of the engine, right here, just behind the front exhaust tube. And the first step is you got to remove this. It takes an 1/1/16 wrench. And the first step in removing this thing is to disconnect the electrical connector, which is just a simple lift up this latch and pull it back. And move that out of the way. The next step is to unscrew this pressure switch. Harley Davidson recommends when you reinstall this to tighten it up between 90 and 120 inch-pounds. But I don't have a crow's foot wrench tight enough or large enough to get around this this pressure switch. So what I'm going to do is I marked it with a marker, and I'm going to count how many turns it takes to get it out, and I'm going to try and reposition it where it was at when I reinstall it. Like I said, it's an 1/1/16 wrench to get this off. So it was about 4 1/4 turns to get it off. I hope my tie down didn't slip. That's okay. Once you have the oil pressure switch out, you need to find the correct adapter for the that'll fit inside the hole where the pressure switch goes, and install the adapter. Then attach your pressure gauge. Okay, I found the correct adapter. I screwed it into the hole where the pressure gauge goes, and then I attached the pressure gauge to the bike. So my next step is I didn't mention before, I'm doing this while the engine's cold. Now you want to start the bike and you want to warm it up to operating temperature. What I was doing is, after you get the gauge connected and you get the bike up to operating temperature, you want to run the bike at 2,000 RPM and then check your pressure gauge. On this particular bike, the pressure should be between 30 and 38 psi at 2,000 RPM at operating temperature. And this bike was, it was actually a little over 38. It looked like it was around 40, but there's a plus or minus 2% accuracy on this gauge. And yeah, I'm not sure I trust the gauge. I think the bike is right perfect. It's right around 38 psi. So now I need to disconnect this. I need to let the bike cool down, then disconnect this this gauge and reinstall the oil pressure sensor. When you're all done, you can remove the pressure switch. I didn't have to tighten this very tight, so just a slight snug. And that was plenty, and it didn't leak. So next thing you want to do is take your oil pressure gauge, clean off the threads, and take some Teflon, or not Teflon, but Loctite pipe sealant with Teflon 565, and apply it to the threads. You want to skip the first couple of threads and just kind of Gonna work it on there. Then reinstall this. Like I said, Harley recommends tightening this to between 90 and 120 inch-pounds, but I don't have a crow's foot wrench that'll fit this. So what I did is I marked it, and I'm going to try and reinstall it the number of turns it took to take it off. Now I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this. Try and count how many times, get it exactly the same. Just 2, 3. Right there, and I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I've got it marked with that marker, so gonna keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't vibrate loose, and make sure there's no oil leaks when I start the bike. I'm gonna reinstall this electrical connector. And also, I forgot to mention, before you ever start to do this, make sure your oil is completely full, and after you get done, it doesn't hurt to check the oil and make sure you haven't, lost anything that's significant. But like I said, just keep an eye on it, make sure this doesn't vibrate, and just read the instructions on that pipe sealant and make sure it sets correctly, and there's no leaks and it doesn't vibrate loose. But anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, and thank you for watching.